Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Hammer Guy Plays. Well, I guess I'm back. I understand that I did not have any kind of hiatus. I understand that I didn't have any kind of long-term hiatus of any kind, but yeah, I'm already back from my surgery. The, the stream should be running already. I understand that I did not really do any kind of major disruptions, but I did say that I'm gonna have a little bit of changes to uh, the streaming behavior that I'm going to be having for the next few weeks. So yeah. Anyway, as usual, I'm going to be doing my usual round of announcements on my on my social media and Discord channels that I'm in. So hopefully by then I'll be back. Apparently, okay. Apparently, my Discord is not showing me as streaming. Oh, hello, Tanish. Welcome. Hello again. I noticed. I actually noticed that you're one of the few people who actually uh, wish me wish me good recovery. Well, thank you for that. I guess this might be inappropriate, but I might actually show my three holes in my abdomen on stream. But there's also a large chance that I'm probably not going to do that because of course, I'm going to probably keep. How's your health? Well, at the moment, my big problem is that number one, I cannot do any exercises. Number two, I have a for at least a week, I'm gonna have to deal with my abdomen being uh, having three bandages on it, and of course I cannot really remove it. Number three, every time I bend down or squat, which involves bending down at my hip, obviously that's going to be problematic because I have a hole. I have one hole over there that is going to potentially open up. So I try my best to limit the times that I'm going to have to do that at the moment. And number four, because my how do you put this? Because having your gallbladder removed is a big change to your digestive system. Yeah, having your gallbladder removed is a big change to your digestive system. There's a very for me, there's a very large chance that it's going to negatively affect my diet for at least 2 weeks. But thankfully, it's only going to be 2 weeks, which is good. But unfortunately, the doctor told, as I mentioned before in my announcement, I cannot do any kind of relatively active workouts, whether it's cardio or literally lifting anything heavy for at least a month, which means there's a very large possibility I'm going to gain weight over a month because I'm one of those people who easily gain weight without trying. Or even if I'm just, even if I am reasonably active, there's a large chance that I'm going to gain weight anyway. So there's that. Okay, yeah. One of the things that is actually going to be, that's actually going to cause my holes to open up involuntarily is literally just getting out of bed. Because every time I get out of bed, my holes are going to my holes are hurting big time. Because getting out of bed literally uses your abdominal muscles, right? So that's a problem. So even if I try to not do it, at some point I will do it during the day. Of course, the key there is that I have to minimize it. Anyway, so what are they gonna do? Okay, um, stream elements. What the heck? Oh well. Anyway, doesn't matter. So welcome everyone to another episode of the Hammer Guy Plays. Tonight we're gonna be playing some Asphalt Legends Unite. It is the end of Korean spring season, and because I was basically out for 3 days of not playing Asphalt Legends Unite, I usually play like at least twice or three times a day, including the stream. Unfortunately, I was unable to get some rank on MP1. So I'm currently in Platinum 2, and I'm hoping to at bare minimum reach like Legend League within this stream. So let's begin. Right. Okay, do it. Okay. What is the name of the Turbo Squad? Okay. So there's definitely a lot of there's definitely a lot of events that are like happening right now, left and right. And unfortunately, done I have not done the Drive Syndicate for a while, which is a little unfortunate. And it's about to And unfortunately, it is like about to end in literally 2 days. So literally the evening of Wednesday. The evening of Wednesday? Yeah, the evening of Wednesday. No, the evening of Thursday. So we're gonna do that right now. But unfortunately, I cannot do this for now. Let's do... I'm actually hoping that I can get lucky. So let's begin with some high stakes adrenaline. I definitely hope I can at bare minimum unlock the LVN. But then again, if you unlock the LVN, there's a very high chance that you're going to be able to unlock the striker anyway. So for those who are on the Switch and they... Savior Snyder, thank you for joining in. I think you're a new face here, so either way, enjoy my... hopefully you enjoy my stream, even if some BS happens. Like that one. I hope you enjoy it nonetheless. Heck? So, quick note. I noticed there are actually quite a lot of people who actually use close camera because it gives them a sense of action. At least for me, when it comes to precision driving, I would say close camera is very... I would say in some cases, I would say close camera is very distracting. I actually don't like close camera in Asphalt. For me, I would say close camera is only useful if you're playing relatively high adrenaline races. Yeah, if you're playing like relatively high adrenaline races, like for example, Money Run or Escape or Hunted, or I guess On the Run where precision is not important and just straight up running for your life is more important. Oh, I see the Racer Carter was in the What the heck? Dang it, missed it. Dang it, I almost got the Tartarus. Okay. Right. Let's see if I can get at least 40,000. Actually, no, that's not possible. I need like 80. I need like 8,000. Come on. Almost got him. The draw of cop cars is very disturbing. I think I have an interesting clip that I have not uploaded yet where, what is this? While I was playing with the Purse Sport in MP2, I think I encountered a weird scenario where two opponents basically crashed into each other and KO'd each other. What are the odds of a double knockdown in multiplayer? Like in multiplayer where knockdowns are possible. Like, that is insane. It's not every day that you see a double KO. Person A KOs person B. Person A also gets wrecked. Like, what are the odds of a double knockdown? I definitely need to post a short about that. Fun. Nope. Okay, nice. Pretty good. Okay, last money run for the stream. So this season, I would definitely say that even if it's labeled Korean season, the number of cars that was featured in this season is actually not really much of them are Korean, with the exception of the Ioniq 5N, as well as the Class S Hyundai race car. Instead, I think the entire deal about this, the entire point of this season and the next season that's coming up next, is to basically showcase the new spotlight events. So basically creating like a mini event that is, as an ex-Asphalt Legends, as a previous Asphalt 8 player. So as somebody who has played Asphalt 8 before, this harkens back to the time when there are certain events that are basically that has its own store. So the Easter Extravaganza had its own store, right? And then I think it harkens back to the time when there was the so-called the R&D event. Unfortunately, I had bad memories of that because the R&D event was like, the R&D event was actually what made me quit Asphalt 8 and then jump to Asphalt 9 entirely. Primarily because of the Apollo IE. Yeah. Alright. So DS has its own store. Oh, by the way, for those who are not familiar, this is like your last chance I think it's somewhere here. It's not here. Okay. It's not here, but the token relay is here, so you can spend tokens in order for you to gain. Yeah, you can spend tokens in order for you to gain syndicate coins, which is great. So I literally saved up 6,000 syndicate coins specifically to spend for that. You know what? I'll take one chance. Too bad. I'll get to you later. So this is the Corvette special hunt. I'm already done with this, technically. Now, I can basically make this go. So 3, 3. This is total 12, but since I already put one of them here, this is just basically 11, but I have like 18. So you know what? You know what? Screw it. There it is. Yeah. So I definitely unlocked a lot of cars right now. So I got the Berlinetta is. I have three import parts for the Berlinetta. It's basically maxed because of the. It's actually because of two reasons. One is because of the Drive Syndicate, and at the same time the what is this? The Drive Syndicate, as well as the Korean Food Festival, which unfortunately the Korean Food Festival did not feature any Korean cars. Doi. You got the 911 GT3 RS, which is very close to actually getting maxed out. It's great. I definitely got some blueprints out of this. I don't know if I got some epics out of this. Okay, I have one epic. Great. If I get this car maxed out, I'm definitely gonna try this in multiplayer. At the moment, it's not multiplayer ready. I finally unlocked the GT, the Ford GTM4. Pretty great. I finally maxed out the Huayra R, but unfortunately, I decided to not upgrade it yet because there's a very likely chance that whenever I upgrade the LVN to 4 stars, I'm gonna be strapped for cash. So, which is the reason why I decided to not upgrade this willy-nilly. Then what's next? The Invincible. Yes. This one actually has a very steep upgrade. Like, this is max rank, but it's nowhere close to 4,000 rank. So this card definitely needs all the help that it can get from its import upgrades, which is going to be very expensive. Wait, I forgot. Wait. Oh, it's been 23. 23 minus 5 is around approximately 18 minutes. 18 minutes minus 42. 24 minutes. Okay. You know what? Let's say 24 minutes. Yeah, the Invincible is definitely a good. I would say in some ways this is a. I wouldn't exactly say that this is a Huracan killer. It's definitely slower than the Huracan, which kind of sucks. But in terms of natural acceleration, it's definitely better. I would say this is like a Huracan rival in many ways. The GTR50, no. What else? Definitely a few, so of course there's the ZR1 Special Hunt. That's pretty good. Senna GTR was also present, I think. The Nino Farina, another 6-star monster. But unfortunately, this. You know what's really weird? This is the only car that I did not upgrade to 6 stars. Instead, I only upgraded to the like minimum that I can get the egg tokens rewards. So 4 stars is like the minimum required, which is good. Well, it's good that I was able to unlock it. Is great. What else? What else? Definitely a few cards. Of course, the Valhalla. Definitely a good card that I have unlocked. But unfortunately, I did not realize that that in some ways the Imola is actually a better car. That is weird. The Imola is actually has a lesser. I know the Imola is not a key car. There's no way the Imola is a key car. Anyway. Maybe the Imola is a... No, there's no way. Oh well. I was able to unlock the Fordzilla P1, which is great. Now, what else? Oh, yeah, of course. This beast. The first Sport. I would say in some ways this would be the Class S version of the... In some ways, this would be the Class S version of the 07S. Class A. I really like how this car handles. Unfortunately, at the moment, I'm a little too broke to actually get this car maxed. Yeah. At the moment, I'm a little too broke to get this car maxed. So, big yikes. But overall, the great thing about this season is that from level 41... Okay, here's some quick note. I ended last season at level 41. No, 2 seasons ago I ended at level 40. So I was able to get to level 40. And then as of this season, after 5 million EXP, I was able to get to level 41. But because level 41's requirement is like 440,000, I was able to get to level 42 now. Like because there's so many I'm basically swamped with so many upgrades this hard. I was able to get to level 42 in just... So I was able to level up twice in this season. But unfortunately, all of these cars are kind of useless to me. All these blueprints are kind of useless to me because with the exception of the 911 GT, 911 GT1, the Arash, what else? And the Enzo. Halloween, thank you for joining in. Let's see. Where was I? Wait, the 911 GT1, the Arash AF10, as well as the Enzo, and of course the Evaya. None of these cars until level 50 is really useful to me. It's by the time I reach level 51. No, not even level 51. Level 52? Okay. 52 is like the last 6-star Class B car, that Epic 6 Class B car that I would need, and finally the Onyx is here for some reason. So the useful blueprints usually start at 52. 49 and then 52. And then 53, 54, 55, 56. Oh, the Senna is already here. Naran Hypercoupe. Hypercoupe is currently the last car. Okay. Currently the Naran Hypercoupe is currently the last car that I have not unlocked in these garage levels. Of course, the CNF KP is like the last car. So all the cars in the garage level that's unlocked by the garage levels, I already unlocked them. I just couldn't match them like immediately, which is unfortunate. So anyway, all right, let's play some daily events. Wait, what? Ah, yes, the Golden Week 2025. What else? Oh, I forgot to do class B. This one featured. Wait, just 50? Fine. Whatever. Cars featured Nissan, Nissan, and Nissan. So 370Z, 370Z, Neon, and then Godzilla. Alright. 60s in one go. Part class A. You know what? Let's start with the 370Z Neon. It's only recently I discovered that the GTR is actually named. The GTR is actually nicknamed the Godzilla. I did not realize that. For the longest time that I've known the existence of the GTR, I did not realize that. Actually surprised Golden Week did not feature the Mazda 4i. But then again, of course, the 4i is not exactly a production car, so... You know, for some reason, I kind of want the 787B to be featured in the game. What's up? How have you been? I have 3 holes in my abdomen. I'm pretty sure you've already known that. I'm pretty sure you already know that. I've been talking to some people on Discord and on Messenger while I was on the hospital. So unfortunately, I cannot take off. Unfortunately, I'm also having a hard. Also, I have not mentioned this as well. I'm actually having a little bit of a hard time taking a shower. So my existing at the moment what is this? My air conditioner unit behind me is unfortunately working 24/7 with an eco mode, of course, so that it doesn't run like exactly 24/7. Of course, that's gonna be problematic, of course. Meters drifted. Do I feel any better right now? Of course, yes, I do. I definitely do feel better. But the fact that I have holes in my abdomen is problematic because trying to get up from bed is a pain. Bending down is also a pain. Squatting down is also a pain. Yeah, those are things that involve using your abdomen. Baudilo Jose, Preseno or Preseno, I'm not sure. I'll just say Preseno because of the slightly Hispanic name. Hello. For joining in. If you're new to the stream, let's just say that I am somebody who has just gotten out of the hospital 2 days ago, and I'm currently recovering. So, yeah, quick note for those people who are who are planning to subscribe to me to get me to do stretch break. I'm gonna spoil you guys. This is not exactly a surprise if you guys are reading my community posts. If you guys are reading my community post, this is not exactly a surprise, but I will be pausing any kind of stretch breaks, or rather, I will not do any. I'm not going to do any kind of like I'm not gonna be doing any kind of active exercises during stretch breaks. I'm just literally just gonna stretch a little bit and then get back to the game. But I will take note of your likes and the subscribes, and at the end of the month, 28 days specifically, I'm gonna be doing all of them in just one video, or maybe in just one stream. Actually, I'm just gonna do them live in stream. Alright, that's a promise. Some of my friends are asking me, how is my incision? For those who are not, I challenge you to win with a Class S tank. Tank? I'm gonna have to assume you mean the Tryon, right? Because that's how. Because tank is a good description for the Tryon. That is so weird. You guys notice I keep looking to the left of my screen. I'm looking at my. I'm actually looking at my my laptop. My stream is actually on my phone right now, right in front of me, so I can see your chats. It's not updating. It's not updating live, which is really annoying. Okay, there. Okay, there you go. Am I missing the 360s in one go? Really? Okay. Next race. Oh yeah, I've not done this yet for some reason. Okay. Yes, free tokens. Good thing I have two S-Class cars here. So for those who are not familiar, with the exception of the ER9, I do have two S-Class. I do have two max rank cars, with the exception that I don't have the Huayra R maxed out. Because unfortunately the Huayra R requires like $1 million to upgrade to stage 13, so I decided to not do that yet. Because in the event that I upgrade the LVN, that's why. So okay. Unfortunately, this thing is kind of like a bowling ball. Like it's difficult to get running, which is a little bit disappointing for a Pagani car. I keep forgetting how fast this car goes. Yes, I'm currently broke on the credits because I spent all of my money trying to upgrade the Corvette ZR1. Because remember the Corvette ZR1, the stage 6 event? The stage 6 of the special hunt requires you to upgrade the car to max rank and then spend it on all of the regular import upgrades. Yeah, that's the reason why. Five 530. DMR, Vuelto, W12. Wow, the W12 is actually way down here. That's a bummer. By next season, there's a very large possibility that the Class B car, the Elite Class B car, yeah, there's a very large possibility that the W12 is gonna get kicked out. Okay. So this is my garage right now. Okay. This is the. Okay. Okay, it's gonna be the same. Okay, never mind. So the ER9 is here, the TMR, the Revuelto, the Rev, the 12, and the Pagani. Okay. the F1, the Porsche GT M4, Lotus. Okay, so nothing's changed. You should put some NCS song in the stream. Okay, to make sure that I don't get any... Let's just say that I have a bad trauma with copyright infringement before in the past. Because before, way early in YouTube when very early in YouTube when I was doing... I was one of those people who were doing YouTube videos and I have no idea how people evade copyright ninjas. So that basically... That's one of the things that made me quit YouTube a long time ago. So, yeah. Do you have the Lego Stingray car? Yes, I do. And I recently upgraded it to 3 stars. I think I was able to get the condition where you need to perform, you need to collect 110 tokens, 110 coins on the track, right? I was able to get it with 3 stars. But unfortunately, I was not able to get all of those conditions up. I did not upgrade all of the import parts, but I'm pretty sure the Lego collector event, the Lego collector event actually upgrades depending on how much upgrades you have on your car, right? So that one actually helped me get really far. But unfortunately, I was not able to get really far on the distance. Like, I think my best score was like 5,400 something meters, which is pretty far. Anyway. What else am I missing here? Am I finished with this? You know what? Let's try out some cars in multiplayer. You know what? I really enjoy the Purse Sport. I really enjoy the Purse Sport. At the moment, I would say that this one is a better Boca. I guess this one is a better Chiron than the vanilla Chiron. Oh my god, it's Paris. Okay, nice. Through the city. The longest 90-second track in the game, which should not be a 90-second track. This thing should be a 120-second track. Okay, I understand you have a little bit of a broken English, so I'm gonna try to interpret that. Try to win with the Lego Stingray car. Likely not on classic multiplayer. But at least I'm gonna try. The normal Chiron is a balanced car. Yeah, the normal Chiron is like a balanced car. It's a good balance between all of the important aspects of a car, like top speed and all of that. But of course, it kind of focuses a little bit on the top speed aspect. The Purse Sport sacrifices a little bit. The Purse Sport sacrifices a little bit on the top speed. Like, it's still pretty fast. 412 kilometers per hour is still pretty fast. But it sacrifices its top speed for some agility. So in many cases, I would say that this car feels like you're racing on a you're using a 07S. In many ways, this feels like a 07S on a Bugatti. And I guess one of its advantages is that it's able to do a floaty better than the Bugatti. Like, of course, the Chiron can do floaty, but then again, it's not like as good as this one. Though realistically speaking, the only Bugatti that I know that can do proper floaty would be either the Centodeci or the Bugatti Black, I think. Anyway, have you seen the patch notes? Are you talking about the Toyota and Lexus season? Yes, I have. And oh boy, May is going to be a wild ride. Especially with the Speed Festival. Yes. I'm actually hoping to unlock the Agera RS. So remember this car. Yeah. So remember this car was one of the top. What is this? Remember this car was one of the top. Wait, I can look at it right now. Where is it? Outside of the Jesco, the Agera RS is definitely. Are you going to CC850? I don't know if I'm gonna be able to unlock the CC850, but it doesn't mean I won't try. Oh wait, the CC850 is the Discord bots SE. Sorry, the Discord mods SE. Yes. Like realistically speaking, even if you're not going to win the star car of that SE, at least hey, you can earn some blueprints for other cars because that's always great. It's always great that way. Like the 650S in the Speed Festival. And this is not a key car. Definitely good. This one's definitely good. A good way to get your hands on this car. Also the Agera S. Yeah, yes, I misspoke. Bots SE. Come on, it's a 3-letter word. What do you expect? Oh boy, this is like Callie trying to say who said Yed. Yeah, this is like Callie who said Yed, and then everybody was just no. Okay, wait. Lego Stingray. I'm actually happy that the Senna GTR. I'm actually happy that the Lego Senna GTR is actually finally being obtainable. 3 years after it's just shown as an Elite 3 and then just never showed up again. Wait, somebody has the Salt Bay. Somebody has the Salt Bay emote, really? And I couldn't catch up to that guy. What the heck? No, that was a debris. I thought that was the guy who just flipped out. The heck? Why did my... Wait a minute. Wait. My game is lagging. Wait. Can you guys still hear me? Wait. Can you guys still hear me? There's something not right. Okay, hold on. The game started lagging and then Hold on, hold on. Okay, you guys can still hear me. Okay, that's good. I think my webcam died. Hold on, let me do the old pull out and then unplug and then replug. Hold on. I'm gonna leave a placeholder for now. Hold on. You gotta be kidding me. I don't know what the heck happened. What if I plug this? What if I plug this camera into another port? Usually gets the job done. Okay, there you go. I'm back. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, sorry about that. For some strange reason, my game started lagging, and it also caused my camera to lag out. So big yikes. Anyway, uh, I have not I have not set a okay. I have not set a definite stretch break or legitimate stretch break. I didn't even run a timer or something like that. But my timer rang, so I'm gonna have to start a stretch break. So unfortunately, as I mentioned before, uh, for now I cannot do any kind of heavy exercise, like in this case, jumping jacks or running in place, because I'm still trying to recover. Doi, sorry about that. However, I'm just gonna use this time to just do a literal stretch break. Okay, and also I also kind of need to go to the I kind of need to go to the toilet like right now. So after the stretch, maybe no. I'll go to stretch. I'll take a bathroom break right now. I'll be back in 30 seconds, and then I'm gonna do the stretch break. All right. So BRB. Okay, I'm back. To answer your question, is stretching allowed for you? Well, generally the thing that's not allowed is just literally anything that's going to make my abdomen jiggle, because relatively obviously it is going to disturb my three holes. So for those who are not familiar, this is called the laparoscopic procedure. Yeah, this is a laparoscopic. This is called a laparoscopic procedure, where there's like the surgeon pokes like three holes in your abdomen. Now, laparoscopic procedures like usually used in many applications. More often than not, they're used to remove problematic organs. but they're mostly known for removing a gallbladder, which is as problematic as many people consider it as problematic as the appendix. So they poked 3 holes. One hole to stick a pair of scissors in to cut the one pair of scissors to cut the organ off. Another pair of scissors, or sorry, another device that's going to suck out the organ, the problematic organ, and then the third hole is just for a camera to actually see what's going on. So yeah, that's so instead of the surgeon straight up cutting you open, like making a small incision and then hoping they can see everything, they just poke like 3 holes into your abdomen. Realistically speaking, because the holes themselves are actually like smaller compared to like a 10 centimeter incision, it only takes like two weeks for me to actually close up the hole. Well, completely at least. Like the holes are still there. It's just kind of closed, but it's probably kind of weak right now. So yeah. Anyway, that's the reason why I cannot do any kind of big exercises. But I'm just gonna do a quick stretch. Okay, so I guess we're back now. I guess. Okay. Anyway, so before we begin, I'm gonna do some weird tests. For those who are not familiar, this is the track that you may have encountered in Gauntlet. And in some ways, this is like basically the top speed track. Or I would call this the top speed test track. So this is my fastest car. So this one is my fastest car. $19. Okay. However, I would make the argument that this track is not a good measure of top speed. You know what is a good measure of top speed? Of course, in literally any kind of test environment, you would actually prefer that the test would be longer. So there's actually one race that starts just like free fall. It starts off just like free fall in many ways, but I would say it's actually a better fit. And the name of that track is called Land of the Snow. So let's start off with a high agility car. Actually, no, not a high agility car. I like Frozen Road. Yeah, I would say Frozen Road is a good test. Is a good top speed test track route. Alright. So this one is a high agility. This one is my best agility car in the game. Let's start with that. On. Good. I may want to consider taking that other jump, but this route does not take that route, so I'm not taking that route. Instead, it actually takes the cliff route. On. Okay. 1 minute 45. That's pretty fast. So let's choose a top speed car. My fastest car is definitely the Regera, which is, for me, a good time attacker. My only big problem with this car is that this one kind of lacks the nitro. Yeah, 481. 481. That is the fastest in my garage. So to be fair, this car actually does do good. The Regera actually does good floaty when necessary, because it has a very tight drifting radius when you need it. Great. Come on. Dang it, I missed it. Oh well. Okay. 42 seconds. 1 minute and 42 seconds. That's definitely an improvement compared to the Cian. Of course. I mean, this car definitely goes much faster. But as I always say, sometimes races are not always about top speed, as usual. I can actually beat this time. So this car This car is the floaty monster that at this point, the Agero will be your fastest car if I do unlock it. Though that is a big if. Now, the Ultima RS is actually a really good car. I would say just like the Bugatti, it actually has a relatively balanced, it does have balanced stats overall. It just has unreliable nitro efficiency. It just has unreliable nitro efficiency, and it has a lightweight profile, so a lightweight body, which means it has the ability to float. At 440 top speed at its golden rank, of course, it's pretty respectable in the world of Epic 6 Class S cars. Got him. Okay, wrong direction. Oh well, too bad. It has better floaty than the Chiron, correct. I would say, if you're gonna ask me to choose between... Okay. If you're gonna ask me to choose... If you're gonna have to ask me to choose between the Chiron or the Ultima, of course that definitely depends. In some scenarios, I would prefer the Chiron if I want top speed. Of course. Like, if I want top speed, I would actually prefer the Chiron. If I want agility, like being able to handle corners and all of that, I would prefer the Ultima. But in a track that is like relatively balanced, in which one car does not outshine the other, well, that's definitely a very difficult choice then. Like, let's see, the Chiron is 443, which is definitely, yeah. So I knew it. I keep forgetting the top speed of this thing. The Chiron is definitely much faster. Yeah, the Chiron definitely excels in the top speed and the acceleration department. So it's definitely a better... So that car is basically what I would call a time attacker. But then again, it definitely has a reasonably balanced stats, with the exception of its handling. I would say that this car definitely handles kind of like a... What is this? For me, it handles like an S-Class NSX. Or maybe the Husaria H33. Kind of like that. Though that's in my opinion only. Okay. What was I gonna do? Okay, let's finish up a quick challenge. We're gonna do another Lego Stingray race before we jump to MP1. Because I definitely need to catch up some rank for the MP1. Again, I missed out on like 3 days worth of not playing an MP1. What the heck? Most Bugatti cars I've noticed, with the exception of 2 of them, are relatively heavy. Actually, wait, 3 of them. Most Bugatti cars are actually pretty heavy. I mean, yeah. Among the many among the many hypercars, among the Bugattis, yeah. Among the many hypercars which are built to be incredibly light so that they can corner better, Bugattis are like the opposite. They're like known to be incredibly heavy. This is why in Need for Speed Most Wanted, if you want a car that is actually good for pursuits, like if you want durability and it can survive like a beating, yeah, the Veyron is actually the best choice. The Veyron Super Sport. But if you want quick getaways, then obviously the Agera R is actually the better car. But then again, assuming that the police don't throw rhinos in your face. Because the moment that they throw rhinos in your face, you're immediately going to fold. You're basically gonna shrivel up like a prune. Yeah. Okay, nice. Oh, I'm still getting the Fordzilla, which is nice. Oh! Okay, damn. Okay. Okay, nice. Well, you know what it is. You know what it is. Not gonna do it. No, I want the first sport. And it's still not enough. I'm still broke. Oh boy. Anyway. So yeah, I'm basically extra broke now. Okay. So let's put on some serious mode here. Need to upgrade a first sport for the Gauntlet. Correct. This car is a very valuable car in Gauntlet because it seems like there are many cars in Gauntlet. There are many races. What is this? There are many races in Gauntlet because remember, Gauntlet are only 30-second tracks. Yeah. Remember, Gauntlet is only 30-second tracks. So realistically speaking, unless the tracks that you are racing on, unless the tracks that you are racing on are just clean straight with just minimal curves, realistically speaking, cars with high acceleration is actually king. The per sport is definitely the per sport. I would say, in my opinion, I would say the 1896, the CNFKP, these are the cars that I own. The 1896, the CNFKP, the Senna are basically the kings of my, and also the 07S are basically the kings of my garage for Gauntlet. Like, I actually noticed that there are many people who are still using Huracans in Gauntlet in Division 5. Yeah, I wish I'm not kidding. And there's still sometimes I'm still getting embarrassed big time by a Huracan for some reason. Oh well, anyway. Let's get it on. No, let's start. Let's start mild. The good thing at this point, I've already reclused myself from using the. I've already excused myself from using the. Oh. Okay, that was a good choice then. Somebody brought the Valhalla. Chicago is not top speed friendly. Come on! Nailed it! I have a 6-star Tutu, but does not have a 5-star Huracan. Okay, that's weird. Okay, that's really weird. So, that is a bit. Okay, wait. At bare minimum, I would like to reach at least Platinum 1, 2800. That's my goal. Oh boy, Caribbean, and somebody brought their Invincible. Okay. Okay, that was close. Hard right, hard right, hard right. I almost got him. Ah! Got that floaty landing. Whoa! That almost killed me. Yes! Huracan and Vanda are pretty good for a resort dash track. Look. If you're not old enough to have played Asphalt 9 1.0, you probably don't know. Okay. If you're not old enough to have played Asphalt 9 1.0, you probably don't know. You probably don't know. The Huracan, along with a bunch of other cars with top-down functionality, was introduced with the Caribbean. So, the Huracan, the SLR McLaren, and the Corvette Grand Sport, these cars are introduced with the Caribbean. This is their home turf. In case you're not familiar. Oh yeah, I forgot. Okay, nice. Yeah, in case you're not familiar, the Huracan's home turf is Caribbean. Alright, let's go. Last one. Golden Fiber Huracan, Golden Fiber Huracan. Okay. Come on. Whoa. Okay, 20 seconds. Unfortunately, there's no unbreakable cooldown for this multiplayer, which is really dumb. The moment the ghost that the ghost timer expires, you're already left open to getting wrecked. Can I get a good overtake here? Dang it. Bad jump. Okay, that was... Yes, the Tartarus' home track is Chicago. Oh well, too bad. Get that. Next car. Nah. You know what? Yeah, you know what? Let's do it. Paris? Oh god. Okay. Remember before ALU in Asphalt Legends? This was like my main car. This was like my main car in Platinum League. I would say that it's like a better version of a Huracan, with the exception that it's not as spammy as the Huracan. Damn it! Why did I go there? Big wolf. Okay, big wolf. Devil, she rebel, she devil. I need Huracan VPs. Wait. You know what? I'm sorry. This is cursed. This card doesn't feel like it used to. Oh well, too bad. Rage quit. That jump was way too high. Oh, come on! You gotta be kidding me! No! 7 Vandas in Singapore? What is this, a vacation? Oh well, at least I have the Vanda Killer. Seven Vandas, one. Seven Vandas, one lucky 7. Darn you like doing, bro. I'm faster than all of you. Dang it! You knocked in the wrong neighborhood, mother ducker. Oh well. This reminds me of that time when I was talking smack about the Huracan. Yeah, there was this time when I was talking smack about the Huracan. And I was using the Apollo IE. And then suddenly I got put into a lobby where everybody were Huracans. My god. I have a video of that. Oh boy, not again. 6 Vandas, 1... Wait. 6 Vandas, 1 Valhalla, 1 lucky 7. Why? Oh well, I can outrun these guys this time. What the? Kiss my butt. When it comes to classic multiplayer, I usually bring out all of my Vanda killers. Mixed results, unfortunately. So yeah, that clip a while ago, that situation a while ago, it was in Singapore. And then your entire lobby is full of Vandas, which by the way, Vanda Electrics is in Singapore. Oh wait, this is gonna be interesting. Vanda Electrics is actually HQ'd in Singapore. And you're like the only dude who's American. Yeah, you came to the wrong neighborhood, mother ducker. Okay, I left him in the dust. Finally, a W. Finally! My god. After suffering so hard with all those Vandas. Spam lobbies. God. Do you think majority of the players play with TD? I would say that depends. If they're... In my experience, if I'm playing outside of... If I'm playing not with a controller, I have a hard time playing with tilt drive. Yeah, sometimes I play with TD. But that's only when I don't have like a stable place to set myself down on a table. Like if I'm standing, I would actually prefer TD. But since when you consider that majority of people are playing on Android, majority of the players are on Android, there's a good chance that if you're like in Platinum League and down, you're expecting at least 25% of the players you play with is like on touch drive. But that's just my guess. All right, next car. It's been a while since I used you. Let's do it. Oh, I actually noticed this car is actually going to be featured next season in a Unleashed event. So, if you have not gotten this car, please grab some blueprints and try to unlock the car. Unfortunately, you need... Wait. Oh boy, spam lobby. Here we go. Okay, that was a bad move. Oh, somebody got wrecked by the ceiling. Okay. Third place. Russell, hello. Thank you for joining in. Whether you have been lurking in the stream for a while or you just joined in, I hope you enjoy the stream so far. Even if I'm failing somewhat horribly right now, but that's completely okay. For those who are actually not familiar, this is actually to me, this car is actually my most prized car in my garage. The reason, this is actually the first key card that I've ever obtained in the game. Yeah. This is the first key card that I've ever obtained in the game from the very first Grand Prix. That's right. I got it on 2020. And the great thing about it is of course, I have its decal. It's not an animated decal, but it's the decal you get from getting first place. its Grand Prix is currently the only way. Yeah, its Grand Prix is like the only way that you can get your hands on this car below 6 stars. Past that, the only other way that you can get this car is via the Unleashed event. So at least once every year, or sometime, or as of recently, it's already been twice every year. This car shows up in Unleashed events. But only on Unleashed events, and only if you have this car at maximum stars. Like, even if you don't have it max rank, you just have it to have it maximum stars. That's the only way that you can get your hands on this car. Well, that's the only way you can get your hands on this car as a free-to-play player. Though, of course, over the years, there have been many chances that the game has given opportunities to get blueprints for this car even outside its Unleashed event. So whenever this car shows up in a special event, I usually grab any chance to actually whale this car. This was my original Huracan killer before I used this in multiplayer. Sorry, this was my original Vanda killer before I even used this car in multiplayer. Dang it. He also crashed. Ha. That was a double KO. Because in many ways, this car actually handles a lot like the Vanda. But because this car has a better top speed than the Vanda, I would say that this is like a legitimate Vanda killer. Ah, I still crossed the finish line sooner than you. So, too bad. You got the 2-2 from Unleashed. Nice. Yeah, that kind of explains why you have the 2-2 at 6 stars. Okay. So, okay. That's my rating. It's very close to 2,800. You know what? Let's use one more car before we end the stream. So my stretch break timer is already... My timer's already ran out, but let's use one more car before we end the stream. Alright? The Imola is actually very interesting. I think the Imola was previously... This car was featured as a... This car was featured as the second Black Friday car in the Black Friday season. I usually take every opportunity to buy every Black Friday season pass, legend pass. But more often than not, the car featured in the Black Friday legend pass is like really good. And I think what I remembered was earlier that same year, I think it was the Italian season, I was unable to finish the Pagani Imola special event, which was unfortunate. But this car was actually a featured car in the Legend Pass. Oh, okay. Got some road rage going on. Yes. Saving for Burst of Speed, currently at 48,000 tokens. Well, good for you. I don't know. Is there Burst of Speed next season? I'm not sure. Burst of Speed does not happen as often these days. But I have a feeling that Burst of Speed is going to be replaced by the Spotlight events. Because spotlight events, depending on who you ask, is actually reasonably generous. Auckland. Okay. Whoa, okay, I love those jumps. Gotta love those. Gotta love a good stunt chain. Dang it. Gotta love a good stunt chain. And then immediately gets respawned. Anyway. Oh, okay, this is interesting. With the I think this location is I would definitely say is floaty paradise. In my opinion, I would say this location is floaty paradise or floaty heaven. Nope, nope, nope. All right. Oh well. Hopefully, I should at least get to Legend League at the end of the season. I have I have less than 3 days to do it. All right. So, I guess for me, wait. Yeah. I guess for me, that's the end of my multiplayer run for now. Actually, before I go, I would like to ask. I'm actually a little bit conflicted on what video I would like to do next, because at the moment I'm still trying to brainstorm a few things. I would like to. Right. Uh, what video should I do next? These are at the moment. These are videos that I currently have. That I currently have planned. I would like to. I would like to. Yeah, I would like to get your output. Oh boy, does the poll show up on my phone? You guys can ask what. You guys can ask what. What is this? You guys can ask which. What is the subject of every video? Because I'm pretty sure not everyone is going to. Not everyone is going to understand what I mean uh, in those topics. I understand. I definitely have laggiest place in Asphalt on the back burner for quite a while. Like since I think Amog already has a during the time. For those who are not familiar, I am the guy who made the chart at the start of Amog's video on uh, Asphalt optimization guide. But unfortunately, I'm gonna straight up tell you guys that chart kind of changes every update because you have to understand that Game Love is always optimizing. Yeah, Game Love is always trying their best to optimize the Game Love is always trying their best to optimize their game. So yeah, so laggiest place in Asphalt. I have the script written already, but then again, realistically speaking, it's only valid for the results are always valid for only one season or rather one update because by the time it reaches the next update, it's usually going to be different. Now, the first time that I actually did that, it was like very um it was really difficult for me to gather results because not every location is very easily obtainable. But then again, now that solo play is available, I can definitely do that easily. Now, another thing that I would now Garage EXP farming guide is actually going to be very useful for a lot of players with I don't know those I've seen those players with mountains of credits that they have never spent. They have like 200 cars and they're like level 16. My God, and they're wondering how soon am I going to get to how soon am I going to get to collector stage 1. So Garage EXP farming guide is going to be very useful for those people who would like to uh, Garage EXP farming guide would be useful for those people who want to basically min max their Garage EXP because unfortunately Garage EXP the sources for Garage EXP is not readily available in many sites. Like there's Maybot, Asphalt 9. I know a person just like that. You'd be surprised that there's quite a lot of people like that. Like I posted on Discord. I showed on Discord a photo of me unlocking the W Motors Finir Super Sport. Right, that's like one of the rarest cars that you can actually get among the first 50 cars of Asphalt 9. And I said, this is my 200th car. Somebody posted, wait a minute, you only have 200 cars and you have been playing this game for 7 years? For those who are wondering, I've been playing ever since the beta days of this game. You only have 200 cars and you've been playing for 6-7 years. You have been playing for 6-7 years and you only have 200 cars. I've only been playing for I've only been playing for 2 years and I have 230 cars. But he kind of exposed himself because he's level 39 and he has 230 cars. I'm level 39 during that time and I have 200 cars. 112 million credits. Well, guess what? You're going to be benefiting, you're going to benefit Garage EXP Farming Guide a lot. Okay? Actually, I'm going to have to quickly show you guys something very interesting. I think RPM Nick was here a while ago, but I think he's not in the stream right now. I would like to show you something. That's it. Before I go, tell me more about Asphalt news. Well, next season, question number 1, is that a Sopra? Right? But it's in class D though, so is that a Sopra? Number 2, what else? Number 2, lots of events. So if you remember the Easter Extravaganza event, that's definitely that's definitely a gift. Number 3, there's definitely some other events that are like coming in, like for example the 1896 track version Unleashed event. So there's gonna be a lot of events that's coming next season. So this is like the end of the season already. Wait a minute, where is that? You know you're an Asphalt nerd if you have been keeping tabs on every upgrade EXP that existed in the game. Well, not everything, because I didn't start tracking these EXP at the start of the game. But basically, this is some insane, for me, this is some insane level of min-maxing that I have started ever since I was garage level 16. And I have never stopped since once I reached garage level 18 in Asphalt Legends when garage levels only went up to 18. And not only that, yes. And not only that, I also have this one. So that one is actually kind of, I would say that is kind of specific to me because it's only counting the specific I would say that's only specific to me because that's only counting like specific cars and the pending upgrades that I currently have. But I would say this one is actually more useful to more people. So this is upgrade cost. This is the EXP ratio. Now I understand that DBT Brooms have made a video about this before, but in my case, I would like to go a little bit in depth into the nerdy depths of this one. Basically, I'm basically that guy in ALU's like, actually. Anyway, yeah. For me, this is like personal for now. This is upgrade EXP. There's the base upgrade EXP. There's the base import EXP. There's the rare import EXP. There's the total cost of all the upgrades and the total EXP you're going to get from the upgrades. And then this is the total ratio, all of that stuff. I'm not going to go in depth for this. But okay, if you want a quick TLDW, you don't want to watch through all of that, this is what you will have to go through. The ones that you have to focus, whole cars, okay? Whole cars that you want to upgrade from, that you want to upgrade, stage upgrades and import upgrades. Class C, B and A epics, B and C rare. You can upgrade these cars from start to finish, whole cars. Like if these cars are useless to you, they're just sitting in your garage, those are actually going to be the best the best EXP farming cars that you're going to have. All of these cars, upgrade-wise, stage upgrades only, cost less than 10 million bucks. Right? These cost less than 10 million bucks to upgrade, with their import upgrades costing less than 4 million. All in all, B-class rare is actually the most abundant. They only cost like 5 million. And they get you like 127,000 EXP. A-class epic is definitely a bigger farm, because there's definitely more of them. And there's 11,000. Now, I would like to make a distinction that there's a difference between epic, which are 5-star cars, and epic 6, which are 6-star cars. The epic 6 cars are definitely the really expensive ones. All right, that's a quick too long did not watch. All right. This one is just specifically for import parts that I want to keep track of. So yes, I am that guy. But for me, either way, I'm actually okay with either. Okay. Now, unfortunately, laggiest place in Asphalt is actually easier for me to... Okay. So I'm gonna have to end the poll right now. So it's very clear. It's either Garage EXP Farming Guide or Laggiest Place in Asphalt. Laggiest Place in Asphalt, I already have it. I have the script for the video kind of written already. Yeah, I have the script for the video kind of written already, so I can go with that first. Garage EXP Farming Guide is a little bit tougher. Yeah, it's a little bit tougher, and it's actually a little bit more... I'm gonna have to find a way to write that first, because let's just say that for those who have not noticed, I'm a little bit autistic, so I'm gonna have to practice my speech a little bit. So I kind of suck at speaking live. So anyway, so that's a very long rant after the stream. Okay, that's a very long rant after the stream. But all I can say is thank you guys for watching. I was actually supposed to upload one of these videos before I went to the hospital, but oh well, crap happens. Either way, for those who are currently watching, all I can say is thank you guys for joining in. Thank you for joining my insane yapping, kind of introvert problems, I guess. And all I can say is see you guys next week for the Toyota and Lexus season, which is going to be a very, very fun season. All right. Yeah. So all I can say is enjoy. Taurus, hello, thank you for joining in. Although I'm very sorry. Yeah, stay safe and healthy. Taurus, I'm very sorry, but I'm about to end the stream, and I currently cannot raid another person. So too bad. Sorry about that. But please do join in next Monday for another ALU stream. That's going to be on the Toyota and Lexus season. I hope it's going to be a very fun season, and hopefully unlock the striker, even if it's like last minute. Oh well. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. See you guys next week. And also, please stay tuned for those videos that I promised. It's coming really soon, right?